Happy day.
Story that comes from Ruth chapter 1 to 4. We will not read because it's very long. My story is about Naomi and Ruth. Ruth was born in Moab. She grew in Moab. She lived in Moab. When she was older, she still lived in Moab. When in Israel there was a famine, Elimelech brought his wife and his two sons, Mahlon and Chilion. They settled in Moab. Mahlon married Ruth, and Chilion married Orpah. Soon Elimelech died and was buried. Chilion and Mahlon were left to do the work, but they checked the ground. That they tried their best, but the ground yielded nothing. Then Chilion died. Mahlon was left behind. Mahlon worked hard, but still nothing happened. Then Mahlon died. The three widows were left. News came from Bethlehem, Israel, that the famine was over. Naomi was very happy. She wanted to go home. Ruth and Orpah wanted to go with her. She didn't want to take them home with her. Early the next morning, Naomi and went out to the way headed to Bethlehem, Israel. Ruth and Orpah went with her, but soon she begged them to go home. Orpah went back, but Ruth refused. She didn't want to leave home. Ruth went to Bethlehem with Naomi. She didn't have any money. Naomi didn't have any money either. So Ruth went to glean in another man's farm. The person's name was Boaz. Boaz noticed Ruth. He showed her kindness. He told her she would eat food with the harvesters. She was to be given water and soon it was time for the harvest festival. Naomi told Ruth, take a nice shower, put on perfume, wear your best clothes, and go to the harvest festival. Observe where Boaz sleeps, there he will know what to do. Ruth obeyed. She went and waited for Boaz to sleep. She went and covered his feet and slept there, just as Naomi had told her to do. Boaz woke up at around midnight and was surprised. He asked, who are you? I am Ruth, was the reply. Spread your cover over me, as for you are my kinsman. Boaz said, well, I am not your closest kinsman, but there is someone else. But don't worry, I'll see what to do. Just sleep here until morning. So Ruth slept, and early the next morning, Boaz gave her some wheat and barley. Ruth told her mother-in-law everything that happened. Naomi said, don't worry. Boaz knows what he will do. Meanwhile, Boaz called the elders and also the other kinsmen. At the town square meeting, it was declared that Boaz had bought Elimelech's farm and he promised to marry Ruth. He married Ruth and together Boaz and Ruth got a son, and they named him Obed. And Obed was the father of Jesse, and Jesse was the father of David. Then David became the king of Israel. Ruth a child of the King Jesus because she still followed Naomi, although she had gone through a lot. The Moabites thought Naomi was cursed for refusing to worship the gods. Ruth chose the true God and went to Israel. She was in the lineage to Jesus because she was David's great grandmother. The title of my story was Who is the Kinsman Redeemer? Pray to God. Dear God, we come to you at this time. Thank you for giving us this day. Now, thank you for allowing us to reach this day. Thank you for teaching us good lessons from you.